everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Two running backs will take the field today in hopes of leading their team to victory out on that field. It's the Eagles going up against the Lions. With that, let's get up to Ford Field in Detroit. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL sends us to the state of Michigan as we are inside Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Detroit Lions. Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. With me, as always, Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at a matchup like this. It's really the running backs that may take center stage here today.
And in today's football, they're still valuable, not just as runners, but guys who can catch the ball as well. It's really the number of touches that determines things these days.
The Lions embarrassed them on Thanksgiving Day last year. The Eagles haven't forgotten, and we're underway on EA Sports. On the return now, it's Josh Huff. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And these Eagles on offense, maybe with a little extra pep in their step coming off the bye week. Carson Wentz, prior to that bye week, he was good. NFL Offensive Rookie of the Month in September.
And forget the numbers. Was it 5 touchdown passes to 0 interceptions? It's really been the poise. It's been the way he's adapted to the playbook. And they say that he talks like a veteran already and what he sees when he's on the field.
Ground the first carry for Ryan Matthews. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
For a guy who went to college as a quarterback, Ryan Matthews has turned into quite the power runner. If he can only stay healthy, well, his numbers would be huge, I think.
His numbers so far, 2 times over 1,000 yards with the Chargers, 5 years there now in his 2nd year with the Eagles. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
And they'll run it here. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
3 yards to go on 2nd down. Now it's the all-purpose back. This is Darren Sproles. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
So it'll be first down here after the run. They go play action here on first down. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
second down. Ryan Matthews. That one goes for 24 yards.
You know what's really hard for a big-time running back? Is patience. Being able to hang in there when the runs aren't there, when you're taking some hits early in the game. But this drive, oh, he's come alive, and in a big way. Now he's starting to gallop.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down.
Well, on that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
Throwing on second down. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. And the tight end, Zach Ertz, is key in this offense as we get a look at the starters.
Comes out of the factory known as Stanford, which keeps putting out tight ends. Zach Ertz, one of the better ones we've seen in recent years.
Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a third and long.
Here we go. Green, 39. Green.
On third and long, it's Wentz. He's got time. A dump off to Sproles. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be fourth down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. That opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Now the Notre Dame man, this is Theo Riddick. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully.
Now a play fake here on first down. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Love the call by the offensive coordinator, recognizing the situation very well, calling for the play-action pass, and completing it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Second down following the run. They go back to Reddick. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Stafford on first down. And Jones has it over the middle. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
On second down, here's Stafford. Over the middle, complete to Tate. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
One of the feature points of the end route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
Here's Stafford. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. They tried the fade there to the back corner, and Charles, you know very well that can be hard to stay in bounds on that route.
So difficult because you have to start the route to give yourself enough space to actually fade away from the defender and stay in bounds, just as you described. If the defender's able to take away that little bit of cushion, it's often hard to come down inbounds with the ball and complete the play.
And a pause in the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So the ref makes a call, no touchdown there, wipe it off the board. Now Matt Prater for the point after. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. Now it's Martin to do the honors after the made field goal. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. You know, Charles, coming off the bye week, these Eagles, Coach Doug Peterson said he's trying to keep them focused. He told the media, just when you think you've arrived, that's when the downfall starts. So I think he's got the right mentality.
He has the right mentality, but we're not going to help him at all here because their first 3 wins, all by double digits. And that's only happened twice in team history. And you know what happened both times?
What?
That team made the Super Bowl.
There's pressure.
We're not helping Coach Peterson at all.
first and 10. Here's Wentz. And Selleck here, left side. There he goes, left side. And he's going to be marked down deep in Detroit territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 58 yards.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
So here we go, first and 10 now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. And now the Lions defensive starters.
Every time I watch a Lodi Nada play, I just wonder, how do you move this man? And then when he shows his movement ability, look out, quarterbacks.
Eight yards to go here on second down. Left. It's Ryan Matthews. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It's a loss of 2. Now third down.
Ezekiel Ziggy Ansah with a tackle for loss. Just think he's still learning the game of football. Didn't play a heck of a lot of it in his native country. And at BYU was just scratching the surface before he hit the NFL.
Yeah, from Ghana, where he really liked soccer and basketball. But football's okay for him, right?
Yeah, I think it's worked out very well. Drafted on potential. He's realizing it here.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on third down. Now Wentz on third down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver. And that brings up fourth down. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And Sturgis able to knock it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, he got an early chance to redeem himself, and he's able to put that one through.
And he'll be happy he got a second chance so quickly after missing the first one. Now he's got the confidence back up before we even finish the first quarter.
Now it's Sturgis converted on the field goal. Now he'll send this one away on the kickoff. Andre Roberts now to return it. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Detroit's offense coming onto the field, and the quarterback, you get a look at it, Matthew Stafford in Week 4. No touchdowns, 2 interceptions in that 3-point loss to their rival Chicago.
Absolutely heartbreaking because we've seen Matthew Stafford throw throughout his career, and his arm talent can be breathtaking at times. Unable to ring the bell with touchdowns in the last game. We'll see if he can bounce back.
He did top 27,000 career yards, though. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Throwing is Stafford. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
On the ground, it's Reddick. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. So the Lions go backwards there, and unfortunately that's something they saw a lot in 2015. They had the fewest rushing yards of any team in the NFL.
And it's one of those dubious titles that no one really wants to claim. Even teams who say, well, I'll worry about running it because we throw it all the time. Being able to run it when you want to is a key to success in the NFL, and Detroit struggled doing that.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. All right, let's get a peek at these starters here in the Golden Child. Golden Tate.
Love his versatility because you can use him anywhere in your offense. And he's an excellent kick returner. Loves to play the game. Plays with passion.
So following the run, we'll see what they do here on 3rd down. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. He sets to fire deep. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Detroit. Marvin Jones, 57 yards. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. Well, they had gone run the previous play. Nice little setup. This time they go play action. Defense bites a bit, and they hit for a big play in the end zone.
So they sold it really well, didn't they? Because it's just what you described. They ran it the previous play, come back with the same action, and now they step back and throw it and get a big play for a touchdown. But what happens as a defensive back is your eyes have to go to the right place. You always hear Coach talk about, are your eyes in the right spot? Well, this time the eyes went to the play action. It froze their feet. They weren't moving, and he went on past them and caught the pass for a touchdown.
So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. They begin the drive with Ryan Matthews. And a cut to the left. Ryan Matthews. And he makes it all the way down to the 13-yard line. A big play there for Philly. 66 yards on the ground. Well, every quarterback, especially a rookie quarterback, loves to have plays like that from a guy running the ball.
Takes a lot of pressure off the youngster, doesn't it? He doesn't have to throw the ball in bad situations. Just turns around, hands it to his big horse. And we've seen rookie quarterbacks ride great runners right into the playoffs.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. 1 quarter in the books. Plenty of scoring here already. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this.
This presentation of the NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. Wentz now on first down. Left side caught by Matthews. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll make it a second down. Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Wentz to throw on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
A nickel back added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. From the gun on third down, Wentz. That is caught at the 7-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to make it 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So now on is Caleb Sturgis for the Eagle field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Sturgis able to knock it through. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
Now it's Sturgis converted on the field goal. Now he'll send this one away on the kickoff. This will be taken in at the 1. Oh, look at the juke. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now this Detroit Lions offense, Charles, without Amir Abdullah, very little going in the running game against Chicago.
And I know they've said that they want to integrate Theo Riddick into the run game a little bit more. We know he's a great pass catcher out of the backfield, but he only had 31 yards. Zach Zenner got some carries, and Dwayne Washington, the much-hyped rookie, only 2 carries in the last game. They've got to figure out what they want to do with their running back rotation.
Now a play fake here on first down. Looking left sideline, incomplete. That one intended for Anquan Bolden. And it's second down. Well, when we do these games, we always keep the standings of each conference and division taped up in front of us. How about the NFC East so far?
I think going into the season, we thought it'd be a really tough division, but I'm not sure we saw the great starts that we're seeing. Philadelphia 3-0, Dallas 3-1. It's going to be a real fight to the end. Everyone's still in it.
Yeah, nobody below 500. The Redskins at 2-2 down at the bottom. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36.
No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started.
And this defense looks for one more stop here on third after the run. They'll come out in the pistol. From the gun on third down, Stafford. And Tate's got it. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass treat in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
On first down, it's Stafford. And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
They come out here in the eye. Here's Stafford now on second down. He's got his man on the crossing route. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
And when an offense is doing a nice job selling the play-action pass, a lot of responsibility shifts to the linebackers. They're the ones that have to determine run or pass and get to the proper places on the field.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Now a first down throw. Stafford throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll bring up second down. Simple slant route, and it works to perfection.
And when you're a big-bodied receiver, you use it like it's a basketball play. Body the defender away and catch the football.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. From the red zone now, Stafford. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now first and goal.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
With a carry. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 3 on the gain there. Second and goal.
But I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
To throw on second down is Stafford. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Golden Tate, his intended receiver, and it's third down. And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. An extra defensive back on the field here for third and goal. Now Stafford on third and goal. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's fourth down. So on 4th down, the Lions turn it over to Matt Prater for the field goal try. This is an easy one, 23-yarder. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And that will extend their lead here to 17-6. And Charles, they get the field goal. Took them a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
Now it's Martin to do the honors after the made field goal. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
Detroit! Detroit!
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll power his way up near the 25. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game. And I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Wentz. He's got time in the pocket. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
10th carry now for Ryan Matthews. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Here we go now. Blue lining. Blue lining.
And they'll go on the ground. And some space here. And he's brought down. A good pickup there at 20 yards.
Okay, let's do our version of name dropping here. Let's show off a little knowledge, right? The A gap, the gap between the center and the guard on either side, right? Both sides. Control that, you're going to control an inside running game.
And he had to feel satisfied because he hit that gap, broke the contact. He loves that.
That's the best part, right? That's what he's going to ask the coach to run back on film
Let me
review.
see that one more time.
Show that again, coach. Look how my legs kept churning. I just kept moving, and he did to the tune of a big game.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Sproles. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Again, they'll run it. Again, it's Sproles. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Now they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Now Wentz on 3rd down. Screen pass to Sproles. 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Darren Sproles, 45 yards. There the Eagles are back within a score. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Caleb Sturgis now for the point after. And he bangs it through and makes it a 17-13 ball game. Now after the touchdown, it's Sturgis to send it away. Fielded about a yard deep. They juked him. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Getting set to go again, Matthew Stafford trots back onto the field. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence, does a great deal for your team, gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
Now a play fake here on first down. Surveying the field. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Connor Barwin in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
Here's Riddick. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. Give him 6 on the run. They're going to be faced now with a 3rd and 12.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
So 2nd down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on 3rd. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And the reception made over the middle. This is Bolden. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Ford Field after this. Back now. As I search for my cue card here, there we go. Coming up at halftime, Larry Ridley will join us from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis from our first half of play.
Well read.
Yeah, thank you. So on 4th down, here's Sam Martin to punt it away for Detroit. Back deep is Darren Sproles. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. Getting ready to go again, Ryan Matthews works his way back onto the field. And with the day he's having, as we look at some of these highlights, maybe he wants to duplicate this pregame meal next week.
Whatever it is, guaranteed he will ask for the exact same thing each and every week as long as he continues to run like that. Sometimes it's that simple, partner.
Yeah. And you know how superstitious these guys can be.
Oh, there's no doubt, right? If you put your left sock on first and you have this kind of game, you'll keep doing it. In this case, let's investigate that pregame meal. We might need some of that.
Yeah, right. It's working. On 1st down, Wentz throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. With a little break here, looking down at the Week 5 NFL ledger, I'm really looking forward to that Giants-Packers game Sunday night.
That's just one of those traditional matchups in the NFL. They used to play for championships back in the good old days.
Yeah, we also have Tom Brady coming back, and he'll be visiting Cleveland.
Yeah, that's going to be a big one, but what about Carson Wentz? They're still calling it Wentzylvania, and he's got a big matchup going to Detroit.
Goes underneath for Sproles. Sproles lost the football, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations, big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
We put our attention now on the Eagles' defense. Their stay on the field last time was short-lived with a 3-and-out. See if they can get some more of that.
And ordinarily, you want to be on the field playing, right? But 3-and-outs, that's almost gold to a defense. Get to the bench, get some rest, turn the ball over to your offense.
We'll see what they can do here. See if they can force another 3-and-out. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Following the fumble recovery, Stafford. And that's incomplete. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time. And now it's 2nd down.
How many times when we see an incomplete pass, we just look at the receiver and say, should have caught that one. That was a drop, and we just put it on the offense. How about a little credit for the defense there? They just forced an incompletion.
Yeah, especially after starting in a tough spot defensively, but a good start there on 1st down.
That gave them a little extra confidence there, starting, as you said, in a tough spot and being able to make a play on 1st down.
Stafford. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Throwing is Stafford. Finding time. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. And nobody was open downfield there. Looked like a pretty clear throwaway.
Yeah, definitely was that. I'm wondering why there wasn't intentional grounding. I know they're saying there's a receiver there in the area. Those darn quarterbacks, they get away with everything.
Spoken like a true defensive back, Mr. Davis.
Did that come out?
It did.
Okay.
Stafford looks to throw again. That's caught at the 3. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So the offense takes the timeout, and they are back out and ready to rock. Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now this is 3rd and goal. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. And for the second time this half, on comes the field goal unit here. This is an easy one, 23-yarder. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So a good kick there, and they finish off the drive with 3.
And that should be the goal for an offense. Finish each drive with points. So that's a nice job there to come away with at least something.
Now it's Martin to do the honors after the made field goal. Here's Huff to return. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Carson Wentz, along with his offense, heading back out there for their next possession. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less. So right now, his goal is to increase what he's doing on the field, try to make sure his teammates come along with him, and he feels like if I do better, everyone will do better. And that's what we're seeing from him right now. Got to have a little extra determination.
Yeah, a little extra determination. He has thrown the touchdown pass. No interceptions for him personally to this point. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And this is Ertz with it, right side. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So the offensive unit called the TO. And now we are ready to resume play. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. And it's 3rd down.
There's so much precision in an offense, especially when you're throwing the ball. And in an out route, plenty of it. How about the quarterback hitting his back foot, ball's out of his hands, receiver making his break, making his cut. He's got to time up perfectly. Not always easy to do.
Just let him a little too much.
Yeah, I remember back in the good old days, I was talking to a quarterback, and he said everything they did was on the count system. So when he took a snap, he counted in his head for certain routes, different time frames for each one, and he knew if the ball wasn't out of his hand at that point, he'd better eat it because the play was dead. Well, that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
From midfield, here's Wentz. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Dorial Green-Beckham. That'll bring up second down. Second down now after the incompletion. Once again here on 2nd and 10. He's got time. Look at the time. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's got time in the pocket. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
So on 4th down, the Eagles will call on the left foot of Donnie Jones to punt it away. Back deep is the former Seahawk, Golden Tate. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Holding offense.
And that right there will set them back a bit on the offensive holding penalty.
And you know who you want to pressure after a penalty like that? The guy who just committed the foul. You want to see if he's going to keep his head down or if he's going to get his head right back into the game. I'd send a blitz at him right away and see if he holds up.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And as the referee is under the hood, and we're seeing this as well, he's watching the knee, isn't he?
Similar to a bang-bang play in baseball where you're listening to the sound of the ball hitting the glove at first base while watching the runner's foot hit the base. Which one came first? Did the knee hit the ground or did the ball come loose?
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
This challenge was initiated by the guys in New York. Taking a look at the play, less than 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, I'm sure the coach wanted to challenge it, so he's probably going to send the New York office a holiday card. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. Let's take a look back at the first half. The Lions are up right now and are looking to keep up the pressure moving forward. The Eagles just want to come out after the half and claw their way back into the game. So here we go. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Lions on offense, first quarter winding down. The former Georgia Bulldog, Pat Stafford, squeezing the pass in here. And he goes in for the score. The lead now at 11. Now first and 10. Barwin's going to take down the QB here. This will go for a loss of 8. That'll do it for us here at EA Sports Studios. Let's get back out to Brandon and Charles for the call of the second half. Brandon.
Sturgis out now to kick this one off. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And to give this time to the tailback. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
Second down. Here's Stafford. Over the middle, complete to Tate. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there at 22. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And now a first down following that long gain. And on the ground they go with a running back. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Now a play fake it at Stafford. Wide open receiver complete. And he's brought down. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10. On first down at Stafford. Complete here to the right to Bolden. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd down. Second down now after the pass completion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Third down now following the run. Again, we'll see the pistol here. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. The 21 yards there as they convert on third.
When big runs occur, sometimes there's a sense that things were pretty easy, and that one carried them down inside the 10. But getting into the end zone now, that won't be easy at all because you're going to face different defenses and not as much real estate to work with. Will they be able to run it, or will they have to throw it in order to try and score?
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. To throw is Stafford. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Here's Stafford now on second down. And that is incomplete. The veteran Andre Roberts was the intended target. And that'll make it third down. So they're coming up here on the 9th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and goal. Alone to the right is Jones. Now Stafford on 3rd and goal. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So 3 field goals for him here, and this last one helps him stretch out the lead.
And he's been solid as usual. And this is what you need to do. Make sure you get points out of every possession. And so far, they've done a nice job of that.
Now it's Martin to do the honors after the made field goal. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. They'll come out in the pistol.
Here we go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
2nd down following the run. it now out of the gun. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Screen pass to Sproles. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first.
Holding offense.
So holding by the offense, and maybe now got to shift up what you want to do on the playbook.
Yeah, definitely. Change what you're doing in the playbook, but boy, the advantage shifts to the guys on defense, doesn't it? Longer yardage situations, they often become bolder.
So that penalty, the offense shooting themselves in the foot a little bit. Now 3rd and 16. On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Jordan Matthews, the one he was looking for. And now it's 4th down.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
Here's Donnie Jones now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Lions will take over. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
To throw on 2nd down is Stafford. And a reception made over the middle. This is Bolden. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Charles on the slant. You always need good ball placement. They got it there.
Brandon, the quarterback, put it in the exact perfect spot, right to the upfield shoulder of the receiver, and he used his body to keep the defender away.
On 1st down, Stafford here. Over the middle, complete to Tate. Touchdown, Detroit. Golden Tate, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Prater on to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Ryan Matthews now gets set and ready to go again here on offense. So after that hot start, the numbers here show the decline. What has the defense done adjustment-wise?
Sometimes when you have a running back who's getting off to a hot start, you've got to catch him before he really gets going. So you change what you do across the defensive front. Instead of the linebackers being back a few yards, you bring them up closer. It's what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, taking away a lot of blocking angles and gaps and maybe stopping him before he can get going.
Mugging the line of scrimmage, okay.
Yeah, in this case.
And now here's a carry heading left. And some room to work. Bulldozes past him. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 17 that time. And that leads to a Philadelphia first.
I know throughout his pro career, Ryan Matthews has been injury-riddled. But the best part of his game to me is his ability to break tackles and run with power and physicality.
And a prime example of that right there on that play. They run the counter now on first down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The stop made by Devin Taylor.
But it was stopped on that play. We've had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to them the rest of the game.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. Wentz to throw on second down. And Selleck here left side. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it third down.
Looks like a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and 2.
Yeah, maybe expecting a throw. Here's the option going right. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Here's Donnie Jones now as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Here's a look at Golden Tate as he heads back onto the field now. All right, Charles, let's talk to these numbers. What do they mean? What's happened?
You don't always want to give it to just, hey, they made a great adjustment, they took him away, but I think that that's a big part of what we're seeing here. They've gone in at the half defensively and figured out where he's hurt them and made changes accordingly. Sometimes it's just a matter of getting more bodies in that area to make sure the ball goes elsewhere.
And it's helped them snuff out that hot start.
Hey.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It's a gain of 7, and it'll bring up a second down. Three yards remaining here on second down. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. Two yards to go here on 3rd down. Off of play action, here's Stafford. Deep drop, and Tate's got it. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle. In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Final minute now of the third quarter. They come out here in the I. And they'll run it here. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Well, there was no blitz. That was just a draw play that, to be frank, didn't fool anybody.
Did we hear the entire stadium screaming draw? Because it felt like everybody was all over that play, and the defense won that battle.
And the Eagles will go with an extra DB here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd.
Thinking pass all the way.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions holding onto the football, and they also have the lead as we start quarter number 4. And now it's a 3rd and 4 situation for the offense.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 now. We're here.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Here's Sam Martin now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his 1st. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Ertz has it left side. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. This one brought in by Dorial Green-Beckham. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And a nice pitch and catch to pick up the reception against man coverage.
Both of them read how much yardage they needed, figured what they had to do, and were able to beat the man coverage for the completion.
First and 10. Here's Wentz. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On second down, here's Wentz. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. It's a loss of 4. Now third down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on third and long. On third and long, it's Wentz surveying the field. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right, that pass will go from incomplete to complete.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. A beautiful fake. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And Detroit getting set to go now. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And to give this time to the tailback. Oh, he shifts past him. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
Really tough drive, but that run helped salvage something there because now there's something positive that came out of it. They got to see good blocking, good push by the offensive line, wide receivers trying to get involved, a good run by the back, and now maybe it'll be a catalyst for them to look at going forward, watching it on tape. Maybe they can keep incorporating that type of a run into their offense.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Hey.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Hey, 4 down. All right, boys, here we go.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And a loose football. And fortunately, he's able to get this one back, so it is a first down.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Tight end to the left, tight end left. 4
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he loses the football a second time. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
And now the Eagles offense back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Single receiver. Hey, you're in an island over there. Single receiver.
One receiver left, two to the right.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Wentz. Pass incomplete. He was looking to hit Ryan Matthews there out of the backfield. And that'll bring up second down. Second down here after the incomplete pass. They go play action for Matthews. Now Wentz finding time. That's caught at the 25. And he's going to be marked down deep in Detroit territory.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Fresh set of downs here. Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved.
They'll start offense. Still first down.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Left side caught by Matthews. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll make it a second down. In the red zone this time. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Wentz to throw on 3rd and 1. And he connects with Ertz. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles get a score closer. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Now Sturgis on to add the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Now after the touchdown, it's Sturgis to send it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
On first down, Stafford here. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there as they move the chains. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish. Because strategy would tell you, run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
They come out here in the eye. And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Another pistol look here. Here's Stafford now on second down. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. Seven yards remaining here on third down. Throwing on third down, Stafford. He's going to launch this thing. Wait, and that's caught inside the 35. And he's brought down after a good game. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Stafford on first down. And a reception made over the middle. This is Bolden. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Theo Riddick taking it in from the 20. And the Lions are able to grow their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Now Prater to add the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. Here's Huff to return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And the Lions defense now back onto the field. See if they can regroup a little bit. They gave up the touchdown last drive.
And you know from our meetings with coaches all across the league, one of their pet peeves, when teams get down, a lot of these guys now, they want to treat it like it's a video game or something. Hit reset. Let's start over, coach. Out of the first 2 series, they don't even matter now. Let's play again. That's not how it works. You're down. You gave up a touchdown. You can't do it again. You have to dig in, grit it out, and fight it out. Reset buttons. It's driving everybody crazy. There are no reset buttons when you're playing in this game.
Preach, Chucky. Preach. Wentz now on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
Back to the air on second down. Wentz. Complete on the right side to Green Beckham. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
No matter how you evaluate quarterbacks, at some point arm strength is going to come into the conversation. I'm really impressed by what I saw on that throw on the out route.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. On first down, Wentz. He's got time. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance to block it.
Second down, here's Wentz. He's got time in the pocket. He's going to air it out deep for Matthews. Now the defense loses him. It's complete. That one goes for 36 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Throwing on first is Wentz. Surveying the field. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Ten yards still left on second down. Once again here on 2nd and 10. Finding time. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Wentz going to try and throw on 3rd. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Wentz got to have this one. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
And Detroit getting set to go now. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
And they'll go on the ground. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on 1st down. They did that plus 3.
They come out here in the eye. Now Stafford. And he hits his target. This is Clay Harbor. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It only took Stafford 90 games to hit 25,000 yards in his career, fastest ever, and he adds to that yardage total there.
I'm not sure anyone in the league has a more confident arm than Matthew Stafford does. He can wait until they're actually open before delivering, as opposed to anticipating them being open because of the strength of his arm, and he doesn't mind showing it off.
Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Lions as we say so long from Ford Field.